If you're having long-term back complaints, make sure you get that checked out by a physiotherapist. Here are some moves that you can try to prevent your complaints from coming back, to get a bit more mobility through your spine, and also to add for a bit more flexibility and strength. The cat and cow is a great exercise for general mobility of your whole spine. You want to focus on dropping your hips down, looking up, and when you exhale, draw your belly button in towards your spine and bring your chin down to the chest. Focusing on mainly the lower back, you can focus a bit more on just moving through your lower portion of your spine. And when that feels good, you can start elevating one leg, lifting up and down. Squeezing your glutes and making sure both of those hips are on the mat. For an extra balance challenge, lift your opposite arm and try to keep your hips neutral, facing the ground, and finding your balance, pulling in your belly button, and really looking down towards the mat as you straighten your arm and your leg. A little extra tip is imagining someone's pulling you forward, and when you lift that back leg up, it's pulling it back. You're making a nice long spine. Aiming for holding for around 5 to 10 seconds and then releasing. And make sure you don't forget the other side as well. The focus is keeping a long spine. We don't need to arch the back at all. Try to keep a very neutral, long back. If you were to place some sort of towel or something onto the hips, it wouldn't fall off. After that, bird dog, you can focus on a child's pose. For hip bridging, make sure you first get comfortable with the movement from your pelvis. You want to draw your belly button in towards your spine, press your lower back down into the mat, and then release that posture. To help with engaging the inner thighs as well, you can squeeze your knees together, tilt your hips forward, tuck your pelvis under, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips a little bit off the mat, and then come back down. Think of exhaling when you lift up, drawing in your core, pressing up through your heels, and then inhale, lower. Focus here again is really tucking those hips under, making sure your lower back is to the mat. If you got a foam roller at home, take a seat on your foam roller, turn one knee out to the side, you can lean onto that hip, and we can start rolling through the outside of our hip. You can aim and focus on areas of your glutes or the outside of your back that you feel are a bit more tense, and you want to apply that pressure against it as you breathe. And embrace that tension. This shouldn't be a sharp pain. It should be maybe a slight discomfort. You can bring yourself lower onto the ground to help yourself get more comfortable rolling back and forth. And you can lift your hips to readjust it as necessary. Play around with the positioning of your knee. It's going to help you get a little bit deeper into the side glute, and just breathe. Take your time. To go and target the upper back, kind of that midsection of your back, all you have to do is place the roller a little bit higher up on yourself and use your knees to bend and extend. Avoid placing that roller right under your belly. You don't want to press against your spine. Really focus on getting those muscles, massaging out those muscles. 90-90. There's various ways to do this move, but we're going to focus as the first variety to turn both knees 90 degrees, squeeze your glute, press your hip forward and up, and then switch side. Aim for holding this position 3 to 5 seconds. You can make it dynamic by speeding it up, or you can slow it down. We can add in a lean forward by bringing your chest over and past your front knee to get a nice stretch in your side glutes. You can bring your hands a little bit more forward to the front to really help get a great stretch to the outside of your hip. Make sure you breathe, exhale when you come down, and inhale up. Don't forget to do the other side either. Instead of bringing your chest down towards the knee, try to bring your chest over the knee. Create a long back. Leaning forward. Make sure you are keeping that long back like I just mentioned, lifting your chest, and exhale, lean forward. That's the way we can feel best stretch in our glute. From here, a bit more inner thigh and lower back stretching and mobility. Rolling your pelvis forward and back. Lean forward. Pressing your elbows into your knees. It's going to help you open through your inner thighs, and then you tuck your hips under. This is a great move you can do as warming up or after a workout or as part of your workout. And if you have a block, you can take a seat on your block. It's going to help you push your hips a little bit more forward so you can sit upright. Find a comfortable position. You can bring your knees wider. Resting your hands on your knees, relax your shoulders, and feel a light stretch or an opening stretch through your hips. And take your time to breathe and relax. Making our legs longer and shorter is going to help get us some motion in that lowest section of our spine and hips, right where they connect. It helps if you bring your knees to the chest. Make sure your lower back is firmly placed against the mat before you start this exercise. Once your lower back is against the mat, it's easier to shift from your hips, tucking the hips under, making one leg longer and one leg shorter. This motion is coming from your hip, not your knee. Variation of child's poses. You can take it wide with the knees and cross over with your hand. Set your hips to the back, lean, and feel a stretch on the outside of your back and shoulder. Inhale to the front, and then exhale, lean back. This is stretching through your lats, your latissimus, and along the spinal muscles all the way down your spine and inner thighs. It's a great stretch to do, just to release and relax. To add for an extra anchor or an extra stretch, you can use a weight to grab onto so that you can pull yourself a little bit more farther and play around with rolling yourself forward and back. Make sure we target both sides as well. Helps if we point our thumb up. It's going to get a great stretch in our latissimus outside of the back. Big muscle group. Has a tendency to get a little bit short, so it's important to keep that long and lengthened. And again, of course, you can use that dumbbell for extra length. Have fun with these exercises. See what feels good for you. and have a great day.